Hello, it's the beginning of the week and my pleasure to welcome you to News Across Nigeria. I'm Olumide Mukoli. On today's program, Governor Ben Ayade inaugurates political appointees, tasks them to be sensitive to the needs of the electorate and the interests of the state. The Anambra State government reviews performance in first 2 years, strategizes for better days ahead. And the Kebbi State government prioritizes rice production for food sufficiency, strengthens partnership with Lagos State on IGR growth. As the nation commemorates this year's Democracy Day and assesses the Buhari administration's first year in office, Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka has been speaking on the challenges of improving the economy. Professor Soyinka says the government inherited a burden that may take a while to lessen. Another Nigerian author and playwright, Professor Wole Soyinka, says the current administration must do more to alleviate the sufferings of the people.
Yeah, this administration has inherited a heavy baggage. That's what I want to say, a heavy baggage. And while I'm critical in certain aspects of the priorities of the government, I think that to clear up the mess left by previous administrations is going to take quite a while, especially in the section of the economy. And so I don't use words like optimism or pessimism. I'm just pragmatic. I look at what there is on the ground. And of course, wherever I can intervene, I do, both privately and publicly.
There are little things, structural inputs that are going to make governance better. To that extent, we're contributing to the development and growth and possibilities of democracy. So we're going in the right direction. But in the process, we need to do so many things. We need to look at not just the suffering of people, the way people seem to indulge in bearing suffering. It's as if even if you try to solve the problem for them, they will prefer to be suffering and smiling.
Professor Wole Soyinka, renowned playwright, and Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka. Meanwhile, the federal government has said that President Muhammadu Buhari has not reneged on his resolve to publish specific details of looted assets recovered from alleged corrupt persons, as promised. This reassurance is coming from the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu. According to him, the presidency will, within the next 48 hours, publish the details through the Minister of Information, Mr. Lai Mohammed.
There are so many interfaces that are involved in this process, and it's not as easy as that. The important thing is the President has not said, I have cancelled my promise to give this disclosure. This is a matter that will come. You asked for specifics. I can assure you that within the next 48 hours, Wednesday, latest Thursday, all of the information that is required, that is involved in this, will be put before Nigerians by the Minister of Information.
And concerning the activities to mark this year's Democracy Day, the Governor of Delta State, Fanyo Okowa, has said that his administration is partnering with private investors to ensure speedy development of the state. He said this at the commissioning of various roads and inspection of the ongoing projects in Asaba, the state capital, as part of events lined up to mark his first year in office. Some of the projects commissioned include the extension of Access Road to the Medical Center, Asaba, Access Road to Christ Embassy, and the dualization of the Cable Point Road.
current disturbances that we have in the riverine areas in some of our communities where our pipelines have been blown up. We are obviously even getting deeper into an economic mess. But we know that God will see us through, and these things will soon become a thing of the past. I must thank the representative of the Asaba of Asaba, our father, and we are looking forward to his returning back home soon. He was really a pillar in the course of my campaign for governorship. I will continue to recognize that. One thing I must tell people today is that the concept of the cable point dualization actually came in as out of the work that was done by a committee put in place by the Asaba of Asaba that actually offered that advice. During the course of my campaign, they made a passionate appeal, and I thank God that we are achieving that project through a very, very seasoned contractor.
Governor of Delta State, Mr. Ifeanyi Okowa. Staying in the South-South, the Cross River State Government has inaugurated its Board of Agencies and Parastatals with a view to deliver beyond expectations in their different sectors. The inauguration, which was chaired by the State Governor, Ben Ayade, had for the first time in the history of the state over 200 appointees taking the oath of service.
This inauguration is coming months after these ones were appointed by Governor Ben Ayade to serve as special advisors, members and heads of boards of agencies and parastatals, including the Bakassi Deep Sea Port Authority.
All shall become known to me as senior special advisor, except as required for the discharge of my duty. So help me God.
Speaking after the swearing-in of different categories of appointees, Governor Ayade asks them to focus on the needs and aspirations of the electorates in the discharge of their duties, especially in the face of current economic realities.
The expectations of all that comes with government may not be there at this point in time, but don't give up. If I was going to give up, by now we should be having our standing salaries of over 8 months if we're looking at what comes from federal allocation. So if I'm inspired by that challenge, and I say for every problem I have, let me take it as the basis of my success. I want you to also have that philosophy, have that inspiration that you will make a change, you will make a difference for the people of Cross River State and for this country.
Some of the appointees who spoke to Channels Television speak on their readiness to impact on the lives of the people.
Everybody should stand down. Let us now organize and reposition sports. That's the essence of the Sports Commission, where you bring 5 commissioners to come together instead of banking hope on the intellect of one person. We are 5. So we are going to urge His Excellency, whoever had been interfering, the Sports Commission has been activated. Let them stand down, seize and desist forthwith with whatever interferences they've been carrying on.
He has charged us to go and work, so we all have to go and work and make it a success.
The former Minister of Culture and Tourism, Mr. Edem Duke, has also been drafted to work with Senator Florence Ichagiwa in running the newly established Bakassi Deep Sea Port Authority.
You're watching News Across Nigeria. Coming up, Anambra State Governor Willie Obiano holds retreats to assess, highlight, and improve on the developments in Anambra State. Don't go away.